Welcome to CoStar. Welcome to the FanCast. We have with the one and only Avery Williamson from the Jets, getting ready for Christmas. Wanted to chat with the fans, get ready for the Christmas cheer and everything that's coming up for the rest of the season. How are we today, Avery? How's everything going at your end?
Doing great, man. Just relaxing now, chilling out, and just kind of easing my mind.
Chilling out and getting ready for the Christmas period. What have you got coming up?
Pretty much just therapy. That's about it. That's about it, man. I'm not doing too much besides that. So I don't know what I'll do specifically for Christmas, but I'll figure it out. It's kind of on a weird day this year. It's on a Wednesday, so it's kind of tough to travel, especially with my knee and I having to do therapy. So I'll figure it out though.
There you go. And getting the family together, obviously, getting excited to see everyone.
Yeah, man. So that's what I'm definitely hoping to do, man. So I'm want to get home and see everybody, man, see my family, since I have time this year.
And what sorts of Christmas let's say some Christmas cheer or traditions you got coming up? You got any surprises for anyone, or I suppose anyone you can tell us?
I mean, the biggest thing we just usually just eating a lot. I mean, putting the lights up and stuff, and just having some family come by, and I mean it's pretty simple, but it's always fun just having family around and stuff. It's always a good time. I just love to eat on the holidays.
Who gets dressed up as Santa Claus? Come on, it's got to be someone.
Nobody. We never had anybody dressed up as Santa Claus. Maybe I should do that.
Maybe. There you go.
Yeah, maybe I should do that.
Hey, well, you got time now, like you said. So get down there, buy your Santa Claus outfit, and rock up. Surprise everyone.
Yep. I might do that.
Hey, and you're telling us that you've gone and got some eggnog. You got any tricks with your eggnog and rum for Christmas, or what?
Yeah, well, the trick is just to sit down and watch the TV. That's it. Have a nice meal and have a little bit of eggnog and rum. That's like a perfect evening.
Perfect, mate. Awesome. Hey, well, we're going to jump in and get some of the fans involved. We're going to jump across to Krista first. Krista, how are you, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, good. Thank you. How are you?
Very good. You're on with Avery. Go ahead.
What's going on?
Hey. Not much. Thank you for your time. How are you?
Doing great. I'm doing good. Just doing this therapy every day, and that's pretty much about the biggest thing I got going on. So this is like a constant everyday thing right there. Just keep my knees bending. So that's pretty much the main thing.
That's good.
And so, Krista, what's your question there for Avery? Besides checking in to see how he's doing, what's your question there?
My question is, how impressed are you with the Greg Williams defense, considering the amount of injuries that he's gone through, and now currently he's second in the run, and currently we have the seventh best defense? How do you feel about how our defense is coming through adversity and through the injuries, and how well they're playing? I just wanted to get your input on that.
Yeah, I feel like they're definitely doing a great job with as many injuries as we've had. It's like every week is something else new. We had some new injuries from this past game. So for him to be doing such a good job, keeping the guys together, it's really phenomenal, because we just had, I can't even think of how many guys we've had out now. So it shows a lot of promise. Next year, and keep everybody healthy. That can equal to a really good defense.
Exactly, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I can't wait to just be back and have everybody healthy. It's a year that nobody expected.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I miss having you out there. I miss CJ Mosley out there. And now it's sad that Jamal Adams is out there. But it's just, at the same time, I'm just so happy to see the young guys rise up. It was nice to see James Burgess step up and all those young guys. It's nice to see those guys getting a chance, like Nathan Shepard, Foley Vilikovsky. In a way, I think it's also great to see what we have. And like you mentioned, I think when we're healthy, the sky's the limit for this defense.
No, definitely. I 100% agree with that. So just praying that we don't get the injury bug as bad next year.
Yeah. I'm praying that we don't. Everyone stay healthy.
Everybody is.
And everyone's going to stay healthy, right, Krista?
Yeah, hopefully. Praying, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's going to stay healthy. And what are your thoughts on what's been happening with the season so far? Like, obviously, you see some of the young guys coming up, but having the team missing out on having Avery there, like, how do you think they're filling in? What are your thoughts?
I've been really impressed at how Greg Williams is with this defense. I think for me, I'm happy to see Sam play well now that him and Adam Gay seem to be on the same page. I'm happy to see him roll out. I think that's something that's been missing on the offense for quite a while. I'm happy to see Ryan Griffin step up when Chris Herndon got hurt. I want to see Le'Veon Bell get going, but unfortunately it is what it is. But I'm just happy to see younger guys step up, and I think the key to next year is just to stay healthy and just to continue to build up the momentum that we had Sunday when we won, and just see what we have in the young guys moving forward.
And Avery, you're one of the most positive guys we know, right? And obviously that positivity is something that the team's probably missing out on. But, you must be giving them words of positive support all the time, right? And showing them how you're moving through the paces as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's really good to be in the locker room and, be able to be amongst the guys. I feel like it's really good. Helps me out. And, I mean, it's definitely I can definitely give insight to the guys I do. When I see things, if I can help out in any way. And it's definitely good, man. So I just try to, make sure that I'm not just because I'm injured, just not being a part of the team. So I just want to make sure that I'm still being involved with everything as much as possible.
Mate, you just got to roll in there and smile, and everyone's probably smiling. So just having you there. And also, maybe what sort of words of encouragement are you giving him? Can you give us a bit of insight at sort of the locker room talk and how you're keeping those guys moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, with the way the season's been, the biggest thing is really just playing through it. Just to not mentally, check out. That's the thing that can be tough when you're not having the success, and also just taking advantage of opportunity. A lot of injuries, so a lot of new guys playing. So, it's definitely an opportunity for guys to make a name for themselves, and a few guys are.
There we go. So, and Krista, I'm going to come back to you later on, but I want you to think about if you had the chance to stand in that locker room before the next game, what you'd say to everybody. So I'm going to come back to you in a sec.
Okay.
Easy done. All right, so we're going to duck across to Ryan now. Ryan, where are you calling in from today, my friend?
I'm calling from Riverdale. I'm like 25 minutes away from Florham Park.
Okay.
Nice, mate. Nice. And you got the Christmas tree lit up in the background?
Yeah, it's we just set it up the other day, so good to be in the Christmas spirit, I guess.
Awesome. Hey, well, you've got Avery there to chat, so go ahead.
Very cool. First off, Avery, thank you so much for all your Instagram posts. I really enjoy all those. I get a kick out of them. So for my question, with the CBA almost up, what are a few changes you'd like to see, and how would those changes help improve the NFL?
I know for a fact. I'm hoping that I heard that the preseason actually might be shortened. Which is something that I definitely would like. And I think there's definitely going to be some changes with the amount of money that we're paid. I'm not sure on all the details, but it can definitely it's definitely going to be some changes with that. I actually need to look more into it and see what is actually going to be going on, because I mean it's going to be next year before you know it, and then be rolling around. So not sure if it's going to be a lockout or if we're going to come to an agreement, before that happens. But it's definitely going to be a lot of stuff going down. I haven't been in tune with everything that's going on, but I need to, actually, because I got time now. Actually, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Find out some information. I'm glad you said that.
So I actually I run a small Jets YouTube channel, Jets Talk 24/7, and I was talking to some of the guys on there, and they wanted me to ask the ever important question that I've always kind of had fun with the amount of penalties that we've seen in the NFL. I know it's frustrating as a defensive player, but I have this idea that we could give offensive linemen all oven mitts to prevent holding penalties moving forward. Your thoughts?
Yeah. No, definitely, man, because, it's definitely, they hold a lot. And a lot of times they don't get called for it. But, unfortunately, we had a lot of holding calls in the Bengals game, which I didn't get to watch it, but I heard about it. I couldn't get it in. I was in, where was I at? I can't remember where I was at. I think I was in Tennessee. But I wasn't able to get the game. But offensive linemen, they hold like crazy. But they never get caught. Most of the times, they never get called for it.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
It is. It's very frustrating. It's frustrating playing against them.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna get some oven mitts made, Ryan, with your face on them. So every time they go to look down the ball, they see your face looking up on them. What do you think, mate?
I think that would be perfect. I'll get a little bit of commission on each one.
Yeah. Classic. And any other changes with the CBA from your end, Avery, that you can sort of comment on, or?
Yeah, I'm kind of clueless on it. I heard some things that they've met with us in the past. Then they were talking about some things this year back in August, things that might be coming about. But now I've been so locked in on this injury, I haven't even thought about anything else. But it's definitely, they got a lot of different things that's going to be coming up. I know with the money, I know that's going to be a big issue. So hopefully we're going to be guys are going to be getting more pay, especially guys that are playing at a lower salary. Playing a lot at a lower salary, which will really be good.
Do you think the franchise tag is going to be a hot topic?
It might be, because it gives teams the opportunity to lock guys in. I mean, it's good, you get a lot of money, but then at the end of the day, you don't get a lot of. It's a 1-year deal, so if you get hurt, you'll be at the bottom. So I mean, it's definitely it's good. It can be good for that year, but if you don't get a big deal locked in before something happens, or you have a bad season or an injury, that sucks. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, I think that's something that should probably get tossed out. There's only a few positions that I think benefit from that franchise tag, like the quarterback position, maybe the wide receivers, positions that you may not see quite as many career-threatening injuries that could really hurt you long term.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, that's going to be a topic, man. So I'm interested to see what they do about it. Hopefully they do throw it out.
And is there a timeline on that? Do we know of? Is there any timing around when those things might come into play?
It's 2020. 2020 is when it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's
after the 2020 season.
Yeah.
After the 2020 season. So So it's coming up soon.
The machine that is the NFL, huh?
Yep.
It's just, it is what it is. And what are some of your fans sort of saying there, Ryan, about what's been going on with those changes, and obviously with the impact on the shorter preseason, next season, what's going to happen there? What sort of your guys saying on your channel?
So I know a lot of guys definitely want to see a shorter preseason. It's nice to see like players that you don't get a chance to really see, but at the same time, you don't want to see injuries like Avery's and, other players across the league that we've seen over the course of the last few years. I don't know if they're trying to add an extra game at the back end, because obviously by losing 2 preseason games, they're going to be sacrificing some ticket revenue, some TV revenue. So there's got to be some sort of give and take there. So I don't know, I guess, where that sort of falls in the players' eyes.
I would be fine. Yeah, I don't know. It would be perfect world to take 2 preseason or 1 or 2 preseason games away, and then just keep the same schedule, 16 games. I'm sure that's probably not going to happen because it's going to be too much money lost. But yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. Maybe if they cut off one preseason game, they can be happy with that. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. Well, whatever gets you back in the field as soon as possible is the key. So we'll just keep hoping that those changes come into play and it works out for the best. So it's all cool. Well, Ryan, thanks for jumping on. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back to you shortly, but great insight. It's awesome. Hey, well, we're going to jump across now. Is it to Claudio? Claudio, are you there? Where are you calling in from?
Okay, where are we calling from?
New York.
New York. And what's Dad's name?
The Jets.
Oh, no.
Avery, do you love the Jets?
I love the Jets. Do you love the Jets?
Do you love the Jets? He wants to know.
All right, that's a good answer.
What's going on? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling a lot better than I was a couple months ago. So my knee is improving, and it's every day, man. I feel like it's getting better. So just trying to take a positive steps each day. It's definitely tough because it's from working it out and stuff. It gets sore, but it's definitely improving a whole lot. So man, I'm just thrilled to be walking normal again, and I should be running soon. Yeah.
Positive vibes. Definitely. We definitely I guess from our question, what we were wondering is, what's your most memorable fan interaction that you've had thus far?
My most memorable, man, it would probably be. I remember I had it was a little girl when I was in for the Titans, and I got to be around her some, and I got to be around her some when I was there. Like it was pretty much just half a year maybe, and she had cancer, and actually I met her at that summer at a children's hospital, LeBarner in Memphis, and got to be around her and her dad, and I got him to come out to a couple camp practices and stuff. And she ended up passing that year, but it was really cool to be able to be around her and her father, and I feel like that was really awesome, man. She definitely was an awesome young lady, and I thought that was really cool, man, to be around for that short period of time.
The impact of little ones.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely, man. It's the crazy name of sports, you got so many people watching, and you get to meet so many people, and it's always a lot of relationships that you perform in playing sport.
And Claudio, what's your thoughts on what's been happening coming up to the Christmas period? What are you guys doing for Christmas, and the next couple of games for the Jets?
Well, we're with Gotham City Crew. We're actually a Jets fan supporter club, so we tailgate every home game We're out there. We're in line by 6 in the morning, J3, and we're there no matter what, because I think Avery can definitely give his feedback on there. But having the fans there, having fans just, especially on at home games, it's important, and even more important at away games. You know, Avery, what's your thoughts on that when you're coming out of the tunnel and you see fans kind of sprinkled all around in a away stadium? Like, how do you feel as a player?
No, it feels good, man. Like, I remember when we played in Tennessee last year, and that was a big game for me going back home. So, like, the fans, like, we were louder. We didn't have as many as Titans fans, but like, we were louder. Fans were louder. I mean, it was insane. Like, so that helps out a whole lot to to hear your home crowd cheering for you. It's awesome.
Yeah, I know. Me personally, he's there, and actually he's going to the Steelers game coming up, the next home game. He's going to be out there rocking, right?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's good.
I'll be there too.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to be there too.
I'll be looking for you.
J3, pregame. You're more than welcome.
Where at?
J3, lot J3.
Lot J3.
Yeah. We'll be there. We're there live 6 a.m.
All right. If I get there early enough, I will come by. I won't have anything else to do.
That's the thing, right? Getting the fans there at the away games is always much harder, but that's got to be the support base, right? That's what everyone's got to do.
It's huge, man. It's really huge.
And how many you got in your Gotham crew there, Claudio? What's the size of the fan base?
It all varies from the tailgate perspective, obviously, because of the weather and how things are going. And I know usually about 300 plus at the tailgate, and then usually we'll get the flight deck for the openers and various games. But social media wise, just a few followers. But it's fun. Just put out the positivity. I mean, we're all in it together from the fan perspective, whatever's on the field. But we're there supporting, cheering, getting the future generation, loving it no matter what. So we're there.
That's awesome.
And what's coming up for you at Christmas time, little man? Besides a couple of Jets games.
Four.
What is that?
What are you going to
A PlayStation 4 and a BB gun.
You must have been watching A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Just keep your eye out.
And a Safari.
Few things on the item list. We'll see what he ends up getting.
Maybe Santa Claus will bring you everything.
Or maybe I'll get a reindeer.
I don't know about that.
I might get a sleigh.
Well, hey, you also got a good Christmas present by being able to meet and talk with Avery leading up to the Christmas period. So pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thank you very much for jumping on, and good to see you. All right. We're going to jump across over to a shout out from Sarah, who unfortunately couldn't make it today. But Sarah wanted to know, Avery, like becoming an NFL player, obviously going through the ranks, high school, college, and so on. What sort of inspired you to become that NFL player and to pick your position and follow that path? Any particular person, any particular event?
It was probably the person that inspired me was my older cousin. He started talking to me about football when I was going to the 5th grade, and from that point on, I just was always crazy about it. And it just was something that triggered me. And after that, I just was football crazy. I was like just trying to get to the league. Like from that point, I was like, I want to go to NFL. So that year, talking to my cousin, that really inspired me. I just was motivated ever since.
Did you ever draw back on that on a regular occurrence, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with this injury, just to kind of go back and be like, well, I'm blessed to be at this point, but, I definitely, know that I got a lot more, work to do. And just thinking about all the hard work it took to get here. And I just want to make sure that, I get back healthy to to finish out this, this dream that I'm living. So I don't want to go out on, on an injury, So I definitely, just kind of go back to the way I've always worked, and just like a new challenge. But yeah, I always think about, what got me here and stuff, and just to never forget that.
You're going to have all of your fans jumping up and down madly when they see you come back on that field, and
oh yeah,
you're going to have the biggest smiles, and you have the loudest fans. So it's something we're all looking forward to.
Yeah, man.
Hey, well, we're going to now go across to Nicholas. Nicholas has been sitting there patiently waiting. Nicholas, where are you calling in from today? He's dropped out. He was having some trouble connecting. So we'll wait for him to come back on. We're going to do a shout out now from Rachel. Adding to that thing about wanting you to begin and become a football player, growing up with your friends, was there any sort of inspiration in your friendship group that sort of kept you pushing along and sort of kept you pegging down and lifting you up when you needed it? What was that like for you growing up?
Yeah, we had a pretty tight knit group of guys, on the team, growing up, and we all had dreams of being in the NFL, and it's kind of a self motivation within itself, just to like want to be great. Everybody didn't put the work in, to get there, but we all had hopes and dreams of going to college and going pro. So, it just was, we always just talked about, just football. Football, that's all we talk about. And, girls occasionally. But yeah, football, football, this is what we always talked about, man. Like my best friends back home, like our idol was Ray Lewis. We both played linebacker, and it definitely was like just awesome to be able to be a part of that, and to play the same sport that he played, So it just, we always had a lot of motivation just to be great.
And so if you were to cross paths with like a 15-year-old up and coming player who's just, got a head on his shoulders, level-headed person, but he's got to punch through and keep succeeding, what sort of advice would you give him?
So just to keep on pushing, because, at the end of the day, I didn't have a lot of people that believed I could do it, go pro. And just if you got a dream, just continue to pursue it. But you got to work at it. That's the thing. You got to work at it hard. And but don't let people tell you that you can't do something.
100%. There's nothing better than doing something when someone says no.
Definitely.
Yeah, great feeling. Hey, now, quick question. We've got a question here. Do you watch Ballers, the TV show Ballers?
I do. I actually gotta get back on it. I haven't been watching it for the last couple of weeks, and I gotta get back on it because I think I'm on like season 3 now. But it's actually it's a really good show. I gotta start watching it again. I actually might start watching it tonight.
Yeah, you must sit back and laugh at some of the things they've got on there, right? Whether it's real or not.
Yeah, it's some of the stuff like is definitely true to like how the NFL life is, but some of the stuff is like it's definitely not, like a head coach coming to a party or something like that in the team gear. It's funny to see it's funny. It's always funny to see football shows how they make it look, but it's not like that. But no, it's definitely, some of the stuff is definitely 100%. They got a Hollywood in there.
Classic. And we've got another shout out from EJ. If you could, take something from, everything that's happening this season, and we're not talking about injuries, we're just talking about the way the team's performing. And I know it's hard for you to comment sometimes, sort of, watching and not being on the field. But if you could change 2 or 3 things right now for the next season, what would they be?
Everybody healthy. I think that's really the biggest thing. I mean, shoot, I feel like if everybody's healthy, I feel like that the team would be, would be a lot better. I do three health wishes because we need it. So, yeah, all 3 of them health wishes. Yeah.
So, okay, so we've got Nicholas who's lovely jump back on again. So Nicholas, we're going to go across to you, my friend. Where are you calling in from today?
Calling from Jersey, from Franklin, New Jersey, actually.
Very good, very good. We are on live with Avery. Go ahead.
Basically, I wanted to ask Avery, let's go Jets all day, through thick and thin. I wanted to ask him how was his journey, basically becoming a professional, NFL player.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was a tough journey. From coming from a small town, like trying to get recruited by colleges. It was tough just trying to get to college. Just didn't get a lot of shine, and then going to Kentucky, it's just a lot of obstacles. Just going to school, trying to balance that with football. Just trying to play well. It's a lot of factors that just that can happen, and it's very tough, man. A lot of guys had that dream of playing football, and but they just kind of fall short because a number of things happen. I mean, injuries to you might not be good enough at the moment, and you just kind of get discouraged. Grades, so it just was a lot of things that could have happened to me, but I just kind of like stayed on that path. I was like, you know what, I'm doing this. I kind of like realized I wasn't at where I needed to be my sophomore year, and I was like, I just kept working at different things, asking my coaches what they thought I needed to work on, and I still had that same approach when I went pro. Asking my coaches like what they think I could improve on, and just getting their thoughts because when you stop working hard and, stop trying to better yourself every day, that's when, somebody come in and replace you. So it's definitely, NFL is not for long. So they're always trying to replace you. So you got to make sure that you're staying on top of the game and make sure that, you're always hungry.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I definitely appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Nicholas, given Avery words of encouragement, have you got anything you want to throw at him? And obviously riding that wave as well.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to do a little something without the college route, but hopefully something sticks out and I keep on going. I appreciate that for real, Avery, because I need to hear
that. Definitely, bro. Man, just never let anybody tell you that you can't do something.
All right, bro.
Definitely.
Good man. Hey, Nicholas, thanks very much for jumping back on there, my friend, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So no problem. Hey, we're going to jump across to Serenity. Serenity, thanks for jumping on. Where are you calling in from today? Oh, Serenity's frozen. You there, Serenity? Hey, no, she's, it's all right. What we might do is, I'm going to get this name right, I hope. Is it Elazou or Elazir? No, he's frozen as well. Having one of those days. Hey, so we'll go back to Krista. Hey, Krista, so you've always got your eye on the game and obviously the technical element to the game. What do you see coming up for the next 2 games the Jets have got? And where do you think that where do they need to work on next?
It's going to be very tough. I know, especially against the Ravens is the one that I'm extremely looking forward to because they're a team that I think could easily get into the Super Bowl. I think the key thing is containing Lamar Jackson and I know this team is good against defending the run. I think we'll be able to stop Mark Ingram, but it's all about stopping Lamar Jackson. I think for us, I'm a big fan of Ty Montgomery. I think the Jets have to find a way to utilize him into a Swiss Army knife like we saw in preseason. Hopefully we're able to use him more as a receiver and just to get Sam comfortable again, because last game I didn't see him roll out. And I think for Sam, I think we need to see a little bit more of his athleticism like we did the past 3 games when we were winning. And I think it's just getting Sam comfortable and having the offensive line block, and hopefully we're able to see more of Le'Veon Bell, because unfortunately I love Le'Veon Bell a lot, but the season hasn't been able to really show what he's able to do. And I like to see him being used similar to how probably how Sean Payton uses Alvin Kamara. So maybe if we use Le'Veon Bell in that way. And I think with Greg Williams, like I mentioned before, he's done an outstanding job on defense considering the amount of injuries. I just like to see this team stay competitive the next 2 games and just do what they've been doing, stopping the running back, and hopefully we're able to get pressure on Lamar Jackson and be able to do something like that, because if we're not going to get pressure on Lamar Jackson, it's unfortunately going to be a long day. And I know our DBs have been playing pretty well. I'm proud of how Blesson Austin has been able to step up. And I know that we had a lot of injuries. I know Arthur Millette has done a good job, but I think the whole key is just stopping Lamar Jackson, getting pressure, and protecting Sam, because we saw how that defense was able to get to Josh Allen, and we just need to help Sam out a little bit there.
There we go. That was an insight. Love it. Fantastic. That is really detailed. That's amazing. Avery, can you give us some thought on that?
Man, I feel like she was covering everything. She had so much information. She had so much information, man. She covered the whole team. I mean, I definitely it's gonna be a big challenge this week or tomorrow with facing Lamar. I feel like he's been giving people hell all year, so it's definitely gonna be a challenge. Never say never. Anybody can be beat. Mm-hmm. That's the mentality that you got to go in there with. But no, it's definitely we've had some guys, a lot of guys step up, and hoping that we can finish out the season strong, on a positive note.
Awesome. Hey, well, very cool. And as I said, Chris, amazing insight as always. Hey, we're going to jump across to Serenity. Serenity, I know you jumped back on there. Where are you calling in from today?
I'm calling from Virginia Beach.
Very nice. Well, welcome on. And you're live with Avery. Go ahead.
Okay, so my question is, what would you do if somebody tells you that you can't do something?
What would I do if somebody tells me I can't do something? I would ask them why they don't think I, can do it. And, I would just go out and try to, do my best to prove them wrong. But, I would want a reason why they think that, just if they do have a good reasoning, and it's something that doesn't make sense. But if it's something that I feel like is something that I'm passionate about, have a dream about doing, and can achieve it, then you just got to block it out and do it.
That's a pretty good answer. I like it.
So, hey, Avery, give us some insight, mate. There must have been something when you were like a young boy and your mom said, Avery, you can't do that. You're like, Mom, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
There's got to be a story like that.
Yeah, well, I know my dad, he always was, like when I was in college, he would be like, I tell him like, yeah, I'm going pro and stuff. He's like, well, just make sure you get your education and, just kind of, it's kind of like he was kind of like he didn't know, but like I was like 100% like I'm going to the league. You know, I'm telling him, like, I'm going pro. He's like, well, you know, just gotta, just gotta this and that, you know. But I was just, even my own dad, you know. I mean, he mean, you know, he wants the best for me, but he just didn't want me to get so set on one thing and then not accomplish it. But I mean, I had something else in my heart. I knew I could do it. So I was just set out to prove him and everybody else wrong.
Keeping your eye on the prize, like, you know, everything else will come along with it. Serenity, tell us, Serenity, come on. Are you one of those people that loves a challenge and loves to get things done, or what?
Yeah, I am. There was a time where somebody told me I couldn't, do art. So I proved them wrong by joining every art class I can over for like 10 years now. And guess what? I got second place in district, so beat them.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. That's really awesome right there. Yeah, you got to keep going at it. You don't stop.
How good did it feel to get that second place, right? You don't go around rubbing it in everyone's face, but you go around saying, I told you. You know, I told you I was going to do it.
That's how I went. I think the first person I told was my sister. Then all my friends. And then I went to the museum where they hang my artwork up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, congratulations. That's very cool. Hey, so Avery, again, drawing back on those things that motivate you, right? It must have been when you were selected in the draft and coming through and you were turning pro and all those big events. Were they surreal, and you draw back on those as often as you can?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing was it was definitely all surreal. Something that motivated me was not getting drafted earlier. I thought I was gonna go maybe like third or fourth round. So I was definitely had a chip on my shoulder, going in the fifth round. So I just man use his motivation, and still to this day, like I still use his motivation because it's times where I still get doubted at times, and just never can be satisfied with the body of work that you've done. So you just got to keep on proving people wrong.
Right, and powering through, right? Powering through. All right, well, Serenity, thank you for jumping on. And again, congratulations. That's really cool. Good to hear. Good work. We're going to try Elizu. I'm sorry if I keep getting your name wrong, brother. Are you there? I can see. Hey, he's back on. Go ahead, mate. You're live with Avery.
Hi, Avery. How are you?
I'm doing good. You?
Good, thank you. So I was just wondering, in which ways do you think the Jets can turn the team around next season, and how do you plan on helping them do so?
Man, I would just say with everybody being healthy, that's the biggest thing. And then I feel like being in the second year in this system, offense and defense, I feel like that's going to be a huge bonus. I feel like it takes time to kind of work the kinks out. I hate that I wasn't able to be out there this year to kind of work my craft, get used to the system. But I'm still studying and trying to learn things. But yeah. Health and just being comfortable. That's something that mentally, if you know what you're doing out there, I mean, it's just like any job. You know what you're doing, you'll do the job better.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Hey, well, that's and thanks for jumping on, my friend. Good to see you. And look, everybody, we're going to close out the FanCast. We're going to give Avery a chance to pass on his Christmas wishes and say goodbye to everyone. But I want to say thank you for everyone jumping on. Avery, over to you, my friend. Message out to your fans.
Hey, thanks for everybody coming on. It's definitely awesome, to see, more. We had more people this time than all the other times. So definitely awesome. And hoping that y'all continue to support the Jets, and excited to be back out there next year. And to be on the field and making plays, y'all cheering for me, and hoping that y'all have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
Thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, Ryan, Claudio, Nicholas, Krista, Serenity, Eliza, everyone, thanks for jumping on. Everyone who's online, Merry Christmas, everyone. Go the Jets, and we'll see you again soon.